Welcome. This is the Business Credit Builder Foundation. This is the foundation we walk you through to help you look legit and credible to the eyes of people you're trying to get credit and financing from to grow and scale your business. And so we're going to talk about your business name. That's important. We're going to talk about briefly high risk industries, real estate, construction, transportation. You know what I'm saying? So certain industries that's high risk. So you don't want to have your name dealing with the high risk already in it. So if you're in the real estate, there's so many subcategories of real estate that you want to define what that is. And you want to be able to come to this website, which stands for Northern American Industry Classification System, where you get the code that's related to what you do to the best of your ability by coming here and find out what that code is. I'm using an example on the screen, graphic design services, which is code 541430. And that can encompass a whole lot of things, but this is not a high risk industry and you want to know your code. And so certain industries have subcategories and you want to be able to come here and see what subcategory you fall in because that number that you see on the screen, 541430, might vary based on the sub niches that's under. And so you want to be able to define and find what you do on this website. You want to make sure you're not in a high risk industry. So the biggest mistake a lot of people make when it comes to business names is that they use what they do as part of their business name, especially for the high risk industry. That's not going to look good for you. So you can't call yourself Dean Real Estate LLC because real estate is a high risk industry in general, but it's so many subcategories of the real estate industry that you want to define what role you play and find the appropriate code for you. Because a lot of times we go to the bank, open up business accounts, they ask you what your code is, business code is, and you don't know. You give them the general, broad description of real estate, and there's so many subcategories to that where they go try to find something and they plug you into something that's not even what you do, and now you in a situation where if you get any type of funding at all, it's not going to be what you wanted to be because now you've been put in a high risk industry because you didn't know your own code to what business you do. So when it comes to business name, you want to stay away from high risk industries, and on top of that, you want to stay away from naming yourself what the high risk industry happen to be. So keep the word real estate out of your business name. Keep the words uh, construction out of your name. Keep the credit repair out your name. These industries are high risk, so you don't want to name yourself the business name that's associated with the high risk you're already in. Keep that out of there. You know what I'm saying? For myself, I'm Thomas G. Lefford Incorporated. I'm basically using my name that I was given at birth, and I incorporated it as my business name because you don't know what I do unless I tell you. Now, if I had to give a code, I'm giving code 541611 consulting. And so I come here, I look up what that is, I find the category that's close to what I do in general, and I'm able to define that and make sure when I open up business accounts and applications that might ask for the code, I know it. You want to be able to do the same. So this here business builder credit program foundation is designed to walk you through the necessary foundation you need to look credible and legit in the eyes of vendors and institutions and lenders you're trying to get loans and credit from because they receive hundreds of thousands of fraudulent applications all the time, people trying to get money. So their number one way to counteract that is the process of elimination. So if you don't have a foundation in order, you automatically get denied, regardless of how much money you made, regardless of how long you've been in business, regardless of any of those factors. It means nothing if your foundation is out of order. So whatever your business name is, your business address is, your business phone number is, that's on the Secretary of State website that you registered the business in, that should be on the application. That should be congruent on all business accounts in general. I don't care if it's merchant accounts. I don't care what account it is. If it's all about business, all that information should be the same. It should be congruent everywhere. And it's your responsibility to make sure of that. So when you go for the application to get uh, a business credit card, or you fill an application to get vendor credit, which is tier 1 net 30 accounts, that you don't get denied for something that simple because the information you got on your application and the information they found didn't match. And so those are the simple mistakes you want to have in order from day one. So when it's all said and done, the business name is important. Knowing your NAICS code is important. So it's up to you to come here, find out what you do specifically, and try to find the code that closely relates to that to the best of your ability and write it down. Write out a brief description of what that is, so you can know it for yourself and be able to tell it to other people who might need to know it. Thank you for being a part of this Business Credit Builder Foundation course that I created. It's free. My job is to educate business owners who are interested in building business credit for themselves by figuring out and finding out what business credit is and how you can leverage it and use it to grow and scale your business. And having the right foundation in place to be able to get business credit is vital, because we have clients who make 6-figure, 7-figure, 8-figure incomes before they came to us who couldn't get business credit, and they couldn't understand why. Because business credit ain't based on what you make. It's not. So for a person who needs funding and you making that type of income, then you want to go to alternative lenders to get the funding you need. But if you're looking to get business credit cards, it has nothing to do with the money you make. Because if it did, you'd have had plenty of them based on the fact that we got companies that make 6 figures, 7 figures, and 8-figure incomes. So thank you for joining this free educational course that's designed to educate you on business credit and the foundation you need to have in place before you start going out there to apply for business credit cards from vendors. And I'll see you in the next lesson.